All right, welcome to Super Mega Baseball. Turn my headphones off. That wasn't good. All right, opening day for Heathen Nation. Their first game of the season. They are going up against the Herbisaurs, and Dirk Sportswood is going to start things off for Big Red. And he's quickly down 0-2. Pops that one out of play. Heathen Nation, formerly known as the Hot Corners, taken under new management this season. Hoping to see big things, but Dirk Sportswood quickly strikes out. Stan Alive, the big man up next. He is a veteran on this team as he hits a hard shot off the wall, left field. Should be a one-out double. Getting things going early here in the first inning. The big lefty Jeb. He's got a lot of contact, a lot of power. Not very fast on the base paths, but he can definitely put the ball in play, and he does. Through the gap between first and second. Stan's going to hold up at third as we have one out and runners on the corners, which leads up the cleanup man, Bo Belter. Tons of power, lots of contact, lots of speed. He's an all-around good player for the Heathen Nation. He's quickly behind 0-2. A lot of speed there on first base. Maybe Jeb might steal. He has the ability, or the power up. Deep shot, right center. It's going to be a sac fly for sure. As Stan's going to come in from third base. Quickly, Heathen Nation is up 1-0. The 5 spot, Nora Holmes. I should have cut off the announcer, because I mean, why am I here? Ground ball to third, easy play for the third baseman for the third out. But Heathen Nation does put up 1 run. So after half an inning complete, it is 1-0. 2 hits, 1 runner left on base. Henry Hamster lead off. Yolanda Cooper gets the call on the mound. She has four-seam fastball, cut fastball, slider, changeup. So her pitch selection is not the best. But she does have a lot of accuracy, average velocity, below average junk. But she's now 2-2 on the count. And pops that one. Is there going to be plenty of room there for Dirk? And can't quite make the play. Fouled that one off for another chance here for Henry. Grounded to short. Nora throws it over the first baseman's head. He's going to be at second base. Not a good start defensively. So the leadoff man gets on base due to an error. Lots of speed out there at second. Fouled that one off down the right field line. I don't know if he'll steal third. Tiny Grande has an average arm. They went for the pitch out thinking he might steal. 1-1. Checks at a strike 2. He's a whiffer here. Pops that one up. Should be an easy play for Tiny. And he makes the play. 1 down. Ralph Blue has pretty good power, average contact, below average speed, so anything in the infield should be a ground out to first. They pitched out again thinking he might run. Now they're down 2-0. Takes strike 1 at the knees. And swings hard. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. 1 out, 1 on second. And looks at strike 3. So after giving up the air for the first person, they come back to back with 2 outs. Grunt Manley is an RBI man, so he has lots of power, lots of contact. He could go yard here, and that would not be what Heathen Nation wants early in this game. Ooh, swung hard there. Strike 2, and he's a tough out, so his contact just through the roof. Takes a ball outside, 2-2. And check swings at a strike 3, so the air does not hurt the Heathen Nation, and they get out of the jam. So no runs, no hits, 1 air, 1 left on. Top of the second, Stu, Bobby, and Tiny maybe batting up next. Stu Burko, average power, good contact, pretty bad speed. He's their DH as he takes strike 1. Hard shot to third for the line out. Henry was there. Bobby Bash, sorry. Lots of power, not really any contact, and decent speed. Fouls that one out of play, 1-1. And ball low. Jem has 3 fastballs, a slider, and a curveball. So again, not a lot of pitch selection. And he takes ball 4. So 3 of them are fastballs and a changeup. Oh, a slider and a curveball. Okay. So 3 fastballs, slider, curve. Takes strike 1. Takes strike 2. And lays off the inside curve. All right, 2-2 the count to Tiny. See what he can do here. Strike 3, swings through it. 2 down here in the second inning. Geronimo James. No power. Average contact. Pretty good speed. Takes ball 1. He does like the outside pitch, so if they throw it on the outside of the plate, if he can get a hold of it, he'll hit it pretty well. It's stealing second, but fouled off. 1-1 the count. 2 strikes, or 2 outs. The catcher does have a really good arm, so I'm surprised they would steal. Maybe trying for a hit and run situation. And deep shot right center field. And routine fly ball for the right fielder. 3 outs. So they get 1 on due to the walk. But leave him at first base. Bottom of the second inning, 1-0. Heathen Nation with the lead. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Herbivores. Takes ball high. Checks at the knees. Strike 1. Back to the pitcher. Yolanda fields it easily. Throws to first for the out. 1 down. Yoink. Sacks, the center fielder for the Herbivores. Below average power, way below average contact, but he is pretty fast, which makes him good for center field. But he's quickly down 0-2. Pop fly left field in foul territory. Not going to get there. Lives to fight another day. 0-2 the count. 1 out. Pops that out of play as well. And another foul. Just fighting to stay alive is Yoink. And takes strike 3 on the inside corner. 2 down. Milo Stewart. He is the shortstop. Not much power. Average contact. Above average speed. Takes strike 2 at the knees. Yolanda not messing around. Tries to get him to chase, but no prevail. And broken bat foul. Inside corner. Strike 3. 2 complete. 1-0. There was no runs, no hits, no errors in the bottom of the second inning. Top of the order here for Heathen Nation. Dirk 0 for 1. Pitcher quickly behind 2-0. Just gets the outside corner. It's a good pitch to lay off of, but now we're back to 2-2 for Dirk. And pops that up. Easy play for the catcher. And 1 out here in the third. That ball was really high up there. Alright, Stan had a 1 out double to start things off in the first inning and see if he can do the same. Takes ball low. Hard shot. Second baseman gets there in time, though, for 2 outs. Alright, Jeb 1 for 1 with the single. Takes ball inside. Checks, but strike. Checks again, but that's ball low. 2-1 the count. And takes strike 2. Hard shot just past the first baseman for a single. Jeb is going to be 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles. I believe he does have the stealer ability, so he might make an attempt for second with Bo up with lots of power. See what he can do here. Heathen Nation would like a home run from him. And it's a base hit out to right field. Runners on first and second now with 2 down. That'll bring Nora Holmes, who's 0 for 1 and is tense from that error. But that didn't cost Heathen Nation, but she's still thinking about that error she had in the first inning. Checks at a strike. Takes strike 2 quickly behind 1-2 with 2 down here in the third. And takes strike 3. That's not going to help her mojo at all. As we leave 2 on in the top of the third inning, it is 1-0 Heathen Nation, bottom of the third. 8-9 top up next for the Herbivores. Annabella Stokes, second baseman, no power, pretty good contact, really good speed. So if she can get on base, she'll be able to run around the bases pretty quickly. About behind 2-2 now. And hard shot to third. Bobby picks it up, fires to first. Dirk makes the play. 1 down. Fiona Clark, the catcher. She does not really have any good power or contact or speed, so she must have really good fielding. She does have a really good arm, if I remember correctly. So she really gets paid for what she does behind the plate, not really to bat. And she hits a little dribbler. Yolanda picks it up, takes her time, throws it to first for the second out. All right, top of the order, Henry Hamster. He got on first, got on second with that air. Takes strike one, but he is 0 for 1. Takes strike two. Yolanda technically has not given up a hit, and she will not yet either. So we have 3 up, 3 down in the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the fourth, 6, 7, 8 due up next. And Stu. Hard shot to short, dives, makes the play, throws it to first in time for the out. What a play by Milo Stewart over there at shortstop. Stealing a base hit from Stu. Bobby, lots of power. He would love to let one ride here. Quickly, 2-0. Swings hard through a first strike. Hard shot to second. Stokes picks it up, throws it to first, 2 down here in the fourth inning. All right, Tiny DeGrande, 0 for 1 on the day. Would love a base hit here. Takes strike one. Gem has already thrown 56 pitches at this point. Might be an early day for her. Strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. High fly ball to left field. Should be plenty of time to make the play. And 3 outs here in the fourth. 3 up, 3 down through 3.5. 2, 3, 4 up next for the Herbivores. Yolanda with 46 pitches, no hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. She is locked in. The only person who got on base was due to that error. 1 ball, 2 strikes, whiffer now for Juan. Ground ball to Jeb. Jeb picks it up, fires to first for 1 out here in the fourth. Ralph Ballou. He's a DH. Hard shot, just foul. That would have been the first hit for the Herbivores. Desperately needed. Takes ball 1. Just gets the corner. Hard shot up the middle. Oh, Nora can't make the play. So first base hit of the game for the Herbivores comes in the fourth inning. Which brings up Grunt Manley. He's an RBI man and a tough out. So we really want to keep the runner there at first base. Takes ball outside. Yolanda is still locked in. Ground ball. Nora cannot make the play. Runners on first and second now with 1 down. Nora does not have the ability to dive very far. It's more like a belly flop. All right, Heathen Nation needs to get an out here. Just inside. Ball 1. Takes ball 2. Low. Pop up. Just going to be out of play. Bobby didn't have much of a chance on that one. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Hard shot past Nora once again. 3 balls have gotten past Nora. That's going to score 1 run. Tied up here 1-1 with runners on the corner. Bringing up Yoink Sacks. If anybody's going to get out, it'll be Yoink here. Let's get a double play ball. Takes strike 1. Takes strike 2. And gets some swinging. Strike 3. Much needed out. 2 down here in the fourth. Milo Stewart. He has quite a bit of contact. No power, though. Everything needs to stay in front. First or second. There we go. Ground ball to Dirk. Dirk fields it easily. Runs to first. Gets the 3rd out. But the Herbivores do get 1 run. They had 1 run off 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. Top of the 5th inning, 9 top. Geronimo James lead things off. Takes ball inside. Quickly ahead, 2-0 here for Geronimo. Takes a strike right down the heart of the plate. And fouls that one off, so we're back to 2-2 here. Pop fly left field should be an easy play for the left fielder. And we got the first out here in the 5th inning. All right, top of the order. Dirk is 0 for 2 as he takes strike 1. And ball laying off that one in the dirt. Ball 2 outside. Pops this one up to right field. Second baseman running out there to make the play for the second out. All right, Stan alive. He's 1 for 2. Had that double here in the first inning. See if he can get things going. 2-out rally. Takes a ball outside. Jem now has thrown 70 pitches as Stan fouls that one off. 1-1 the count. And base hit up the... Oh, man, Stokes makes a diving play. Picks it up. Fires to first for the third out. What a play. That's huge having infielders with range when they can dive after the ball like that. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the 5th inning. Annabella Stokes, after that huge play at second, is up first for the Herbivores. She is 0 for 1. But you'd think would be feeding off that momentum from that defensive play. And it's 2-1 the count. Yolanda is now thrown 69 pitches, checking strike 2. Deep shot left center field. That's going to be a close one on the warning track. And just out of the reach of the left fielder. James misses it as well. Fires to third. And safe. A leadoff triple to start the 5th inning. Like I said, she's feeding off that energy from that play at second base. What a huge play for the Herbivores. Big chance to score here now in the 5th inning. Takes ball 1. This is Fiona Clark, the 9 batter. She's the catcher again. So this is a much needed out here for Heathen Nation as they get the strikeout. So 1 out here now in the 5th. They can ill afford a sac fly, so they need everything to be in front on the ground. Checks at a ball. Swings hard through a first strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on third. Takes strike 2 on a questionable inside play. Fires to third or first, but the runner from third is going to score off the hard ground ball to Dirk, who takes the out at first base. So 2 outs, but Herbivores do score 2-1. Takes a ball, 1 ball. 1 is 0 for 2. Takes strike 2. Yolanda's now thrown 82 pitches here in the 5th inning. And ground ball to Dirk, picks it up, steps on first for the third out. But the Herbivores do score again. 1 run off 1 hit. No errors, nobody left on base. Top of the 6th. 2-1 Herbivores. 3-4-5 up next for Heathen Nation. Jeb takes a ball high. Ball high again, throwing the high slider curveball. Fastball, ball high. See if he has the green light. 3-0. Does. Swings, hits the ball to Milo Stewart at short. Fires to first for the first out. Maybe we should have laid off that one and lived to fight another day. All right, Bo Belter. He is 1 for 1. I think he also maybe was walked. Oh, he had the sac fly early. That's what it was, sac fly. Hard shot to short. Milo picks it up, fires the first. 2 down here in the 6th. The Herbivores playing good defense. Nora Holmes still tense, 0 for 2. Had that big error in the first that's really made her mojo go down the tubes. Takes strike 1. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Pop fly, right field, easy play. 3 up, 3 down again for the Heathen Nation. They're down 2-1, bottom of the 6th. 3-4-5 due up next for the Herbivores. All right, Ralph Blue leading things off. Yolanda's thrown 84 pitches now. Takes strike 1. Strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And swinging at a ball down and in for strike 3. 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Grunt Manley. 1 for 2 with a single. Takes ball 1. Strike 1 in the inside corner. Strike 2, swinging hard, probably for the fence on that one. He's a tough out now, so contact is high. Just outside. Good miss for Yolanda. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And ball 4, walked him. So we got 1 on here in the 6th inning with 1 out. Lead brings up Morton Stanberg. New pitcher, Joseph Broseph, is coming in for Heathen Nation, the lefty, who has fastball, slider, steal into second, throw in time. He is out. Tiny to Grande with the good throw. Now Grunt Manley is hurt. He hurt his Achilles on the play. Meanwhile, ground ball to short. Nora picks it up, fires the first for the third out. The big story there, though, is Grunt Manley got hurt. Stealing second. Hurt his Achilles, so he might be out. Yeah, he is coming out now. Steve-O Reeves is now at first base. Stu Burko is up, so we're at 6, 7, 8. A lot of things just happened here in the 6th inning. Crazy. All right, 1-1. Hard shot up the middle in time, or down in time. So just bounces in front of Yoink for a base hit. Leadoff single for Heathen Nation. Bobby Bashi, new pinch runner, Nora Miyoshi, is now running for Stu Burko, who is the DH, so it won't have any effect on the field. Pop fly center field for Bobby. And one down here in the 7th. All right, Tiny DeGrande 0 for 2, but might be feeling some good mojo after that throw out at second. We shall see. Takes a questionable strike low. Takes ball. This is going to be Gem's 90th pitch. She has done really well today on the mound. First, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Takes ball 2. She does have 1 walk, but she struck out 3. Deep, not really a deep fly ball, but a fly ball to right field. Easy play for the right fielder for the second out. So we have 2 down here in the 7th inning. Runner on first base. Geronimo James, the 9-man, up to bat for Heathen Nation. A hit is needed here. A hard shot up the middle for a base hit as if on cue. So we have 2 outs, runners on first and second with the top of the order coming up here. Dirk Sportswood, who's 0 for 3, and he's tense. New pitcher, Chuck Filthwick. Chuck Filthwick. I wonder why Dirk is tense. Maybe because he's 0 for 3, I don't know. Takes a strike, though, high. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. And ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3. Dirk would love to get walked right here. Oh, and he just hits it back up to the pitcher. Not a good day for Dirk. 3 outs here in the 7th inning. Heathen Nation needed Dirk to get on base. So we head to the bottom of the 7th. We're at 6, 7, 8. Yoink is up first. He's 0 for 2. Joseph Broseph still on the mound. He's had, up to that point, he had 2 pitches and 2 outs. And strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And ball low. 21. Swinging hard through that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hard shot to left field. Bobby there in plenty of, or Stan there, excuse me, in there in plenty of time. 1 out. Milo Stewart, he's also 0 for 2. Neither team has a huge amount of hits as he crushes one, but foul. That would have been a home run if it had been fair. And now quickly behind 0 and 2 is Milo. And, ooh, man, laid off that one. That was a questionable one. But then swings the curve for strike 3. All right, quickly, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Annabella Stokes, hard fly, or a little blooper, rather, over the second baseman's head. Maybe dove prematurely as she gets on base. With 1 on here in the 7th, the catcher, Fiona Clark, is up. She is 0 for 2. She has not done much hitting-wise. Oh, man, maybe would have had her. But the pickoff was a bad throw. Dirk couldn't hold on to it because he's tense, I suppose. Hard ground ball to Nora. Nora picks it up, fires to first, and gets Fiona in time for the 3rd out. So 1 hit, no runs, 1 hit, no error, 1 left on base. Top of the 8th inning. We have 2, 3, 4 for Heathen Nation. They are running out of outs, but they're only down by 1. So they need a big inning. Fouls off that first one. Hard shot. First baseman makes the play, though, for the 1st out. All right, Jeb is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. See if he can add another hit to his list here. He's probably done the most so far at the plate. Quickly 2 and 1 the count. And fouls that off. 2 and 2. K-Man for Chuck. Takes ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ooh, swung at an inside pitch that probably would have walked him. Ground ball to the 3rd baseman. Catches it in the air for 2 outs. All right, Bo Belter's up. You could use a big fly from him to tie this game up. He hits it deep to left field, but I don't think that's gonna gonna go out. Warning track for the 3rd out. All right, bottom of the 8th inning. Heathen Nation is down 2-1. Top of the order here for the Herbisaurs. Henry Hamster, who is 0 for 3 but does have 1 RBI. He had that hard ground ball to the first baseman that brought in that runner from 3rd. Grounder to Jeb, picks it up, throws it to first for the 1st out. Juan Rojas, he is 0 for 3. He's 0 for 3 today. Quickly 3-0 the count. Comes back with a strike. And walked him. Didn't want to give up a free pass. So we have 1 on, 1 out. Ralph Blue up to bat, who's 1 for 3. Good power. No, not good contact, not good speed. See what he can do here with 1 on. Quickly behind again, 2-0. 3-0. They might have to take out Brosa if he is not doing well. Strike down the middle. Stealing second. Strike 2 and safe at second. So we got a 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on second base. And liner to second, or liner to first for the 2nd out. So we got 2 outs, runner on second base. Steve-O Reeves up to bat. He's replacing Grunt Manley, so he has no power whatsoever. Really good contact and good speed, but he's not your average 4 hitter, as he does not have the power to really hit the ball out of the yard. And he strikes out. All right, top of the 9th inning for all the marbles right here. Heathen Nation needs a hit. 5, 6, 7 due up. Nora Holmes, who's 0 for 3 in his tenths, needs a big hit. Takes a ball high. Strike down the pipe. Hard shot up the middle. Base hit. Nora needed that big time. Leadoff person is aboard. So we got 1 on. Nora Miyoshi, who came in for Stu, is going to bat for the first time this game. She is average on everything. Power, contact, and speed. Right at average or right below average, but easy pop fly to left field. Not what they wanted. 1 down here in the top of the 9th. All right, Bobby Bash. A 2-run home run would be amazing right now for Heathen Nation. They would love that. Fouls the first one off. Takes a ball. Ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. Checking a ball low, 3-1. And a little blooper to second, and game-ending double play. Heathen Nation falls 2-1 in the first game of the season. Things started off good with a run in the first inning, but they couldn't do anything after that. So they had 1 run on 7 hits, 1 error. Herbisaurs had 2 runs off 5 hits and no errors. Cooper gets the loss. Jem gets the save, and Jem gets the win rather. Chuck gets the save. Joseph didn't give up any runs in relief. Had a couple scares, but no runs given up. Jem is the first star, Yolanda the second star, and Stokes the only batter in the top 3. We have a couple options for changing people out. Randy Man can be the DH, and Stu can be first, and Dirk could come out, or Randy could play short, and Nora could come out. It just depends on necessity, because both those two people are tense right now. That's who I switched in and out whenever I played with them. All right, so starting in the new game, Game 2, Heathen Nation fell in Game 1, 2-1. We have Dirk up first. Candy Sweets on the mound. Has 2 fastballs, slider, and a changeup, I think. But Dirk pops it up to the catcher for the first out. Great start here for Heathen Nation. Stan alive. Up next. Yeah, or curveball, rather. Slider, curveball, and 2 fastballs for Candy. Quickly behind 2-0. And 3-0 now. See if Stan swings. Takes a fastball down the pipe. And takes ball 4. Almost hits him, looked like. So we have 1 out and 1 on first. Jeb up, hitting .500. He went 2 for 4 last game. Pop fly to right field. Might hit the wall, off the wall. So he's going to get he has to stay at first because Stan was held up. He kind of didn't know for sure if he was going to be able to catch it or if he was going to hit the wall. So a deep fly single, but we have runners in the corners with 1 out. Bo is up. Checks at a strike low. Ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 on here in the first inning. Takes strike 2. And watches strike 3 at the knees. So we got 2 outs with Nora Holmes, who, for mojo reasons, would need a big hit here. Checks at strike 1. She needs to get things figured out. Ball high. At least she laid off that one. And Safe tries to pick off at first base, but back in time. Oh, man, that was a easy one to swing at. Strike 2. Picks off at first again, but Safe back in time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down here in the first inning. Grounder to second, and in Nora style, gets the 3rd out of the inning. So we had no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. And we got Knox Oxensoxen, Noah Kaiser on the mound. He has 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, slider, curveball, and a forkball. He does have K-Dud, but he does have a good pitch selection. Unlike Yolanda, whose pitch selection is not great, and a dive by Bobby couldn't hold on to the ball, so the runner gets to first base. So leadoff single to start the game. Kara Kawaguchi is locked in, so she must have had a good first game, but she's 0 for 0. I don't know how you're locked in if you have your batting average is 0. 2 balls, 1 strike. 3-1. Maybe she got walked. That's going to be fouled off. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner on first. And runner goes. Strike 3. Throws the second. Oh! Just in time under the tag. So 1 down here in the first inning. Runner on second base. Just foul. Average power. Below average contact. Really good speed. Deep fly ball to right field. That should be a taggable play. And it's caught by Bo. He picks it, fires to third rather, and the runner is there easily. So we got 2 down. Runner on third base. Marsha Brown, who's got solid power, solid contact, solid speed. Not really who you want up at the plate with a runner on third base. But she fouls it up, and plenty of room for Bobby to make the play. So we avoid the scare. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 left on base. Top of the second. It's tied at 0. Stu to lead things off. Takes strike 1. Takes ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Stu. Ball high. Ball outside. 3-1. And just at the knees. Full count. Pop fly. Should be plenty of time to get there for the right fielder. The first baseman was way out in right field. All right, 1 down here in the top of the second. Bobby Bash, 0 for the season. Probably 0 for 4, I imagine, at this point. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Takes ball 2. Ball 3, 3-1. Full count. Candy has had a lot of full count scenarios, and Bobby takes the walk. So Tiny DeGrande due up next. He is 0 for the season as well. A deep shot, right field. If that stays fair, it's gone. And a 2-run home run. The right fielder makes a sad attempt to try to jump and catch that, but that fence is 20 feet high, and there's no way you're getting that. A 356-foot home run. The first home run of the season for Heathen Nation leads to a 2-run lead here in the second inning. Takes strike 1. Strike 2 quickly behind, 0-2. Ball low. Strike 3 gets some looking.
Now batting, the first baseman, Dirk Sportswood.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Fouls that off, 1-2. Stays alive with another foul. Strikeout. So Heathen Nation does put up 2 runs here in the second inning. So the Sandcats have 5, 6, 7. Dolph Stake, below average power, average contact, above average speed. He's hitting 250 on the year. Quickly behind though, 0-2. Strike 3 gets some swinging for the first out. Super Sampson. Bad power, average contact, really good speed. It's probably the super part. Gets his super speed. And fouls that off. 0-2 now the count. And strike 3, Noah Kaiser with back-to-back strikeouts here in the second inning. Gia Axelson, the DH. Not good power, above average contact, average speed. Quickly though behind again, 0-2. Noah having a huge second inning. Almost struck off the entire sign, but it's going to be a pop-up to Tiny. Maybe he'll miss it for him. Nope, makes the play for the third out. So 1-2-3 inning for the Sandcats in the bottom of the second. Top of the third, Heathen Nation is up 2-0. And we have 2-3-4 up. Stan alive. Takes ball 1. Takes strike 1. I'm not sure what he was waiting for on that one. A hard shot. First baseman makes the play and gets the first out. Routine play there for Jess Fowl at first. Makes way for Jeb Jumps, hitting 600 on the year. He's 3 for 5 so far. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here in the third. And a little grounder back to Candy Sweets. Picks it up, throws the Jess at first for the out. Not his best hit there. He's back to 500. And Bo Belter here with 2 outs would like to make something happen here. Get a hold of one. Ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball low. 3-1 the count. See if it's going to be a full count. And walks him. So Bo gets on base due to a walk. That might be her 3rd walk of the game already. And Nora Holmes, who's 1 for 5. Still tense from that error in the first inning of game 1. Not a great way to start the year off for her. And stealing second. Not sure what they were thinking there. Out with plenty of time. So, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. Bottom of the third inning. 2-0. Heathen Nation. Takes strike 1. And takes strike 2. Noah is just throwing tons of strikes. His accuracy is really good. Grounder. Bobby picks it up, fires to first. Easy out. And Noah's really locked in, so that that K-Dud doesn't affect him too much. Kind of just puts him back at his normal stats once he gets to that second strike. Just missed the corner. Strike 2. He is just pounding that strike zone. Strike 3. Man, he is just on fire right now. He is on point. All right, top of the order, Knox Oxensoxen hitting 600 on the year. Doing pretty good. He's locked in, but he has no power. Really good contact, but he grounds it to Jeb for the third out. All right, 3 innings complete, 2-0. Heathen Nation, 5, 6, 7 due up. Nora needs a hit. Takes a ball low. Deep, well, not really a deep, a high fly ball to left field. Easy play for the left fielder, and 1 out for Dolph Steak out there in left. All right, Stu got power versus lefties. He could let one ride right here. Takes a strike at the knees. Takes a strike on the inside corner. Questionable inside corner. Fouls that one off, though. And a little grounder to shortstop. Park picks it up, throws it to Jess at first, and 2 down. Bobby Bash still is 0 for everything. I think he was walked today, though. So he has gotten on base. Ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down here in the 4th. High fly ball. Might stay in the field of play, and does, but Jess makes the play for the third out. So 1-2-3 inning for Heathen Nation in the top of the 4th. 3.5 complete, 2-0. Sandcats up next. 2-3-4. Kara was locked in, is no longer locked in. Nora makes the play at short, fires to first. Oh my goodness, just gets there in time. Almost had another error. Almost had another error. All right, Jess foul up for the Sandcats. Takes the ball. Ball 2, 2-0. Ball 3, Noah now not finding the strike zone. 4 straight balls and walks Jess. They were all pretty close, but not getting any of the calls. Runner on first, lots of speed out there on first base. Tiny's going to have to throw it pretty good if she steals. Marsha, again, a really good hitter. She could tie this thing up with 1 swing of the bat. Ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. Grounder out of play. 2-2, K-Dud Kaiser. Here we go. Check swings, but doesn't matter. Called strike 3. The ref is excited, or the ump is excited. 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Runner still on first. Dolph is up next, stealing to second. Tiny throws, and she is safe in time. Plenty of time. All right, runner on second with 2 down. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dolph. Check, set, strike 2. Kata Kaiser here. And ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. 2-0. Lots of 2s. A little blooper to short, or left, rather. That's going to score a run. Stan fires to second. Runner's there in time. So 2-1. Heathen Nation with the lead here in the 4th inning. Super Samson up next. 0 for 1 on the day. And a pop fly to right field. Should be plenty of room out there for the right fielder. And he makes the play. Easy play for Bo. So Sandcats do score 1 run in the 4th. 2-1. Both teams only have 2 hits. As we head to the top of the 5th. Tiny is 1 for 1 with a 2-run home run. And he checks at a strike 1. Checks at a strike 2. Got to swing the bat there, Tiny. And takes the ball. Takes ball 2. Hard shot to second, but makes the play in time with 1 out here in the 5th. Geronimo James. 9 top here for Heathen Nation. Takes the ball outside. Quickly 2-0. Checks at a strike. 1 ball, or 2 balls, 1 strike. Swinging at one way out of the zone. Not a good pitch for Geronimo. Full count here. And gets walked. He swung that one that was way high and out of the zone, but it doesn't come back to haunt him as he gets on base. New pitcher, Gasser Morris. He is locked in. Fouls the first pitch off. Not quite sure why his stamina is pretty low. That's why his velocity is low. Easy fly ball out to left. Third baseman, rather, is going to make that catch for the 2nd out. All right, Stan alive. Oh, fouls that one off. So we got 2 outs, runner on first. checks the runner at first back in time. Takes the ball. They really took their pitcher out early, so it'll be interesting to see how this bullpen does. Takes strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ball outside. Hits a little grounder to second at a low pitch. That probably would have been ball 3. Easy play at first. So, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on. Bottom of the 5th inning. Gia Axelson to lead things off. 7-8-9. A grounder to the shortstop. Nora picks it up, fires to first for the out. 1 down here in the inning. All right, Rodney Park. A little foul ball off down to right field. No balls, 1 strike. Takes the ball. Ooh, that was questionable. 1 ball, or 2 balls, 1 strike. Swings hard at strike 2. K-Dud, Kaiser. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And just outside. Kaiser still locked in. Fouled that one off, so lives to fight another day. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And a hard shot up the middle for a base hit. The 3rd hit of the day for the Sandcats. So we got 1 out, runner on. First, Chip Duffers, the 9-man. No power, good contact, good speed. Pop fly to the right fielder. Should be plenty of time for Bo to make the play, and does. 2 down here in the 5th. The runner stays at first. Brings us to the top of the order. Knox, Oxen, Soxen locked in. 1 for 2 on the day. Takes strike 1. And ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first. Fouls that one off. K-Dud Kaiser here. 5 strikeouts for 1 walk. And, oh, foul ball just out of the reach of Dirk Sportswood's glove on foul territory. Hard shot to right field. Not going to get there as Bo. And the runner's going to halt at second. So we got a base hit out to right field. Runners on first and second. 2 down. Kara Kawaguchi up next. Takes a strike right down the middle. Pops that to right field. Bo racing for it. Gets there in time. Got there in time for the 3rd out. So we had no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. Top of the 6th inning. 3-4-5 for Heathen Nation. New pitcher Maverick McMahon coming in for Gasser Morris. Their 3rd pitcher of the day. First pitch, ground ball to short. Picks it up, fires to first for the 1st out. Bo Belter quickly now 1 out here in the 6th. And another ground ball quickly here, 2 outs in the 6th as Jess takes it herself. The first for the out. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Quick work for Maverick. And this one is fair territory. It's going to be a 2-out single. And Nora, of all people, gets on base. Stu Burko. If he could let one rip here. Takes ball 1. And hits it right to Jess for the 3rd out. So quick work for Maverick McMahon in the 6th inning. Gave up no runs off 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. And now for the Sandcats. Here in the 6th inning, Jess foul. 3-4-5. Foul is the first one off. Strike 2. Swinging at the curveball. K-Dud Kaiser here. And forkball. Base hit just past Dirk Sportswood at first. And the leadoff person is aboard here for the Sandcats. Now Marsha Brown. Thankfully, she's tense. That should help the Heathen Nation, but this is when she would hit a home run, I suppose. Takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Plenty of speed there at first. Checks at strike 2. Kaiser would love a strikeout here. Tries to pick off at first, but back in time. And again, but back in time. The crowd does not like that. She steals. And what a play by Bobby. But Jess gets back to first in time. 1 down. Dolph Stake. Heathen Nation should be switching pitchers here pretty soon. 5 1/3 innings for Noah Kaiser. 72 pitches. He has 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error. but his command has kind of gone downhill a little bit. And Tiny drops it. The runner gets to second off the missed, the pass ball, really. It's not really a wild pitch, more of a pass ball. Runner steals third. Oh, bad call by the ref. She was totally out at third base. Terrible call, but the walk. So the runners in the corners. Hercules Bentley up to bat. Not sure what happened there. But he is tense. I don't know why you'd want him up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners in the corners. Popped out a play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Need an out right here for K-Dud. Kaiser picks off at first. Back in time. I don't know if they'll ever get a pickoff. And fouls that one out of play. So they're probably expecting a steal and foul that one off again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And strike 3 catches Hercules Bentley looking at the curveball. 2 down. Gia Axelson up next. She is 0 for 2. Need a big out here for Heathen Nation. They cannot give up a hit because that would surely score a run. Picks off again, but back in time. That is the 3rd attempt here in the last 2 batters. And a little grounder to Bobby. Bobby picks it up, fires the first, and makes the play. So they survive the scare in the 6th inning. Top of the 7th, 2-1 Heathen Nation. 7-8-9 up next. Bobby Bash 0 for 1. Hercules Bentley is out at, and Tantrum is in at left field. Little blooper for Bobby. Can he get to first in time? No. Easy play for the pitcher. All right, Tiny. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He has 1 hit all season, and it was a home run. He swung for the fence there and missed. Checked at ball 1. Swinging hard again. Strike 2. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3 balls. Full count here to Tiny. And a little hit back to the pitcher. He drops it but picks it up. Fires to first for the 2nd out. All right, now up is Geronimo James, the 9-man. Takes strike 1. Pops that one out. Maybe out of play, just out of play. No balls, 2 strikes to Geronimo James. Takes ball. Swings at the curveball and misses. Strike 3. Heathen Nation is not doing well at the plate. Bottom of the 7th inning, 8-9 top. It might be only a matter of time before the Sandcats put up more runs and come out with a win. Heathen Nation not doing anything offensively. Takes strike 1. See how much longer Noah stays in the game. Starting the 7th inning is 88 pitches on this pitch right here. Grounder to Nora. Picks it up, fires to first in time. Makes the play for the 1st out. Chip Duffers, 9 top. A hard shot out to left field. Base hit for Chip. So we have the 9-man on. So 1 on, 1 out. Top of the order. 7th inning. Knox Oxensoxen. We're getting to the dangerous part of the order for the Sandcats. And steals. Oh my God. Tiny throws it out to center field, but the runner holds at second. So we got 1 out. Runner on second base. And that first pitch was a strike. So now and then that was a ball. Oh my gosh, just throwing it around the yard. Everyone's just throwing it around the yard. Steals. Oh my gosh, he would have had him, but he threw it into the... Wow. What a turn of events. Noah throws it into the dirt. So gets behind the second baseman, and he steals all the way home on the wild pitch. And then they bunt for no reason and get the 2nd out. So we have 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-2 is the score. The 2nd batter up, Kara Kawaguchi, takes strike 1. Hard shot, right center. Easy play for Geronimo. And that's how we get the 3 outs. What a 7th inning. 2-2 the score. Top of the 8th, top of the order. This game is all kinds of crazy. I wonder... I can't substitute. Or maybe I can after this pitch. Swings hard. I can't do substitutions when I'm watching. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3. Dirk is not doing well. All right, Stan alive. He has not hit very well either compared to what his stats are. Hard shot to second, makes the play, 2 down. All right, Jeb jumps, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. And that'll be 3 outs. 3 up, 3 down here for Heathen Nation. Bottom of the 8th inning. Sandcats, 3, 4, 5. Dangerous part of the order. Noah is still in the game. I fear if he gets to Marcia, she's going to hit it out of the park, and they change. Sirloin Jones is now in. 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, changeup. Not much to his arsenal. But, I mean, a decent outing for Noah. Only give up 2 runs through 7 innings. That's enough to win you a game. You just got to hit the ball. Hard shot to center. That's going to be a base hit. Leadoff single as the runner holds up at first. Leadoff man aboard for Marcia, who is going to hit a 2-run bomb and get her mojo back. She's 0 for the century, though. She hasn't got a hit. Takes strike 1. There might be a steal on here. And there it is. And out. What a play. What a play. All right. 1 down here in the 8th with 1 ball, 2 strikes to Marcia. And takes ball 2. A ground ball between Nora and Bobby. Nora dives, but it's not going to matter. Marcia's there in time for her first hit of the season. Dolph Stake up next. Heathen Nation would love a double play right now. Swinging hard is Dolph at strike 1. And pitch out for no apparent reason. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Takes ball 2. Now you're behind 2-1. Strike 2. See if they can get Dolph to chase, and he fouls that one off. And a deep shot left center field. It's not going to go over the fence, but it hits the wall. Runner's going to try to score from third. Nora holds onto it for forever, and the run is safe. So the Sandcats take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning, 3-2. Tig Tantrum, 0 for our first at bat of the year. Average power, below average contact, good speed. He's an RBI man, so his stats are increased for power and contact. Sirloin Jones throws it in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tig, and Tig strikes out. Second out of the inning, I believe. 7-man or woman, Gia Axelson. She's 0 for 3 today. Takes strike 1. Back safely at second. Those pickoff moves have not worked out for the for Heathen Nation today. Deep shot left center field once again, and Stan doesn't get there in time, so that's going to be another run for the Sandcats. Now they are up 4-2 as they begin to pull away here in the 8th inning. Rodney Park. And new pitcher, Amazo Hayes, is coming in for Sirloin Jones. Amazo Hayes has fastball, slider, changeup, curveball. Takes strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here. Pop fly to left center. And plenty of time for the center fielder. Geronimo makes the play, but the damage is done in the 8th inning. 2 runs scored by the Sandcats. As we head to the 9th, that's all indications are as this game is going to be over here in this inning. Takes strike 1 for Bo. Grounder to second, picks it up, throws the Jess at first for the out. How many times have we seen that today? Chip has been busy at second, and whoever's at short's been busy as well. Takes the ball. Checks at a strike. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fouls that off. 2-2 the count. Nora needs a big hit here. Takes ball 3, full count. Can she get on base? And she hits it up the middle for a base hit. Nora Holmes is on first. So we got 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the 9th inning. Signs of life for Heathen Nation. Stu could use a big hit. He's 0 for 3, hitting 167 on the season. Takes ball high. Maverick McMahon has thrown 33 pitches as he throws ball 2. He does have 2 strikeouts, giving up no runs. Takes ball 3, 3-0 the count. If he walks him on 4 pitches, Maverick could be taken out, and he does walk him. So we have 1 out, 2 on. Let's see what the Sandcats do here with Bobby Bashy coming up, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. He and Maverick is staying in. Bobby's been walked once. He has not had a hit all year. That one is just fouled down the first base line. Takes, woohoo, questionable strike low. Takes ball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Swinging through a strike. 2 down here now in the top of the 9th with Tiny due up, who did hit a 2-run home run earlier in the game. So that would, if he were to somehow hit a 3-run shot, it would give Heathen Nation a lead. Swinging hard through a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And fouls that off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So it could all come down to this pitch right here. And he hits it up the middle. Easy play for Chip. Picks it up. Throws the Jess at first for the out for the 100th time today. And the Sandcats win. Heathen Nation not off to a great start this season. They fall 0-2 on the year. They only had 2 runs on 4 hits with another error. The Sandcats had 4 runs on 10 hits with no errors. Let's see, Sirloin Jones gets the loss. Maverick McMahon gets the win. 4 innings in relief after Gasser Morris pitched 2/3 of an inning. Maverick McMahon did great in relief. Noah Kaiser had 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, only gave up 1.29 runs, so 1 run. But Sirloin Jones gave up 2 runs in the 2/3 innings that he pitched. Not a good performance for him in the 8th inning. Dolph Stake, the 1st star. Noah Kaiser, much deserving 2nd star. And Tiny DeGrande with the 2-run home run is the 3rd star. But nonetheless, the Heathen Nation loses. So they are 0-2. There's one other team that does not have a win. That's the Overdogs, surprisingly enough. So Heathen Nation next up will be playing the Wild Pigs, but we're going to leave it there for now. So the next time, it'll be the Wild Pigs, and who else we got? Wild Pigs, and then Wild Pigs, back-to-back Pigs, all at home. The first 2 games were on the road, so maybe that has a little bit to do with us losing. Who knows? But we need our players to not be so tense. Might have to take Dirk out for a game, get him back on track. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.